Hello dear students, welcome to our YouTube channel Kadambini Srishti. So today what we are going to discuss? In this video we will discuss the part 2 of the second chapter of class 9 Odia medium English book, that is The Swimmer Who Does Not Need Her Legs. Okay, so here we have already discussed part 1. So you have already seen that. So let us have a look on that video that we have already done previously. So here is the video of part 1. Let me tell you what are the points that we have discussed in this video. Here we have divided the video into two segments. First one is about Janaki, second point is her training. In the first point we knew who was Janaki when she struck polio and how she got the idea to swim English Channel. What did she do to fulfill that? How she got the reply from the Channel Association. In training part, we discussed first training in Bangalore, then second training in Arabian Sea, and third return to Bangalore and to send request to Channel official, and the fourth that the permission from the channel and just went to England. And finally the fifth point, that how the officials stuck when Janaki started practicing in Dover Beach in the English Channel. Okay, I think you have got an idea. Before going to the chapter, let me explain you that I have left in part 1, that is what is English Channel. My dear students, mind it, here channel means not a TV channel or not YouTube channel. So, channel is a narrow water passage that separates two lands. So, here this English Channel, this is a narrow sea passage that separates England and France. Now, you can see the picture of English Channel here. Also, you can see its picture in world map. So, you should be very clear what it is. I think now it is very clear to all of you, okay? Now, let us discuss the part 2. So, here in this part, we have 7 to 13. That means 7 paragraphs, and out of that the 13th one we have already discussed in the last video. So that means we have 6 paragraphs to discuss here, and let me tell you, this part is about the swimming of C. N. Janaki in the English Channel. So I have divided this part into 3 basic parts for your convenience. So what are those? The first one is before swimming the English Channel, and the second one during swimming the English Channel, and finally after swimming the English Channel. So in these 3 parts I have kept 10 points to discuss. So that means 4 points in part 1, that is before swimming, and again 4 points during swimming, and last 2 points after swimming the English Channel. So let us start the first one, that is before swimming the English Channel. So the first point is Janaki's training. In training we have 2 points to discuss. First one is who was the coach, and second point is how long it continued. So the coach is Stella Streeter, and the time duration it is 3 weeks. Next point is what is the interest of C. N. Janaki and what actually happens. Actually C. N. Janaki wants to have a solo attempt in English Channel, but the Channel Association, they didn't give permission for that. So she had to go for relay team. And the third point is, the third one is what are the difference between solo attempt and relay team. In solo attempt, a single person crosses the channel, whereas in relay swim there are 6 persons and they swim 2 hours each. Okay, and next the fourth point of this part, yes, the most interesting thing, that is what is the name of the relay team of CN Janaki. Yes, its name is Janaki's Maritime Express. So the next thing is, what about the other persons, those who are there in the team? They were normal or physically handicapped? Yes, they all are normal. So this is all about the part 1. Next comes during swimming. So here the first point is the date on which CN Janaki crossed. The date is 28th July 1992. The second point is about the channel water. How is it? So again in channel water, the first point is channel water was very cold and that needed a much energy to cross. And second point is Janaki had problem in her legs. So it is very difficult for her to cross. And the next point is channel water was salty. So when it entered into the body, it feels sick to Janaki. And next one is the jellyfish and the seaweeds. They just stuck to her Janaki and they create a very difficult situation for Janaki to cross the channel. So these are the problems that CN Janaki faced during crossing. Next point is success of CN Janaki. Here, besides these problems, CN Janaki crossed successfully in the relay team and she has to swim 2 hours and they crossed 36 kilometers in just 14 hours and 45 minutes. Next point is Janaki's parents. So this is the fourth point. Father Nagappa, mother Indramma. So they were just curiously just watching what will happen to handicapped daughter. They could not eat a single morsel during this time. But finally their daughter triumphed and got success in the relay team. So this is about during or while swimming. Last one is after swimming. After completion of swimming, CN Janaki said, so here we have 2 points and the first point is Janaki said, I am happy though I was interested for solo. And the second point here is training for 1996 Paraplegic Olympics in Atlanta. Now it is time for the last paragraph, that is the 13th paragraph. It talks about Janaki's philosophy of life. Okay, my dear students. Let us hear from Janaki. Hi friends, I am Janaki. Let me tell you some of the philosophy of my life. The first thing is I have always wanted to do something worthwhile in life. And the second point is I strongly believe that the word impossible is applied to something that has not been tried. And the third one, I wanted to prove that to be handicapped is no bar to success. One can overcome all obstacles by hard work, determination, courage and self-reliance. And self-reliance is very important. God helps those who helps themselves. Lastly, there is one more thing that I would like to say. There is really no shortcut to success. So these are my philosophy of life. Now, can you tell me why this chapter is given in your book? What is the reason behind it? My dear students, the reason behind it is that you should learn something from this chapter and from CN Janaki, because the moral here is that we should set a goal and try to reach that goal at any cost. So this is high time for you all students to be prepared and ready for your future. So what to learn from CN Janaki? That first thing is we should set a goal and then we should try our best to reach that goal. This is the moral of this story. Even if CN Janaki is a handicapped girl, but she tried her best and took a long time also for preparation. But finally, got the success. So that should be the thing that you should follow in your life. You should apply all these things in your life so that you will be a successful person in future in your life. So, best of luck for your bright future, whoever is watching this video. Now, thought of the day. A little progress each day adds up to big results. So, we should go single step every day and reach a high goal undoubtedly. So stay blessed, stay healthy, keep watching, keep growing. I will be right back with another video for you. Till then, goodbye, take care, and have a nice day. Thank you.